You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Profit Next Gen. Shout out to DMF Dude. All on YouTube. Remember, that's Profit Next Gen. Nexgen. Profit Nexgen. Uh, Huge fucking friend of mine. Personal friend of mine. Great guy. You know what I'm saying? And he inspired me to start making some thumbnails. So, you know what I'm saying? I started doing that. I found the app on my Android Play Store and Google. And this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? I love making thumbnails. You know, I make some for a profit. I made a bunch for myself. A new YouTube, gamer here. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make it to where people are making it easier for each other to, help each other out. Let's build a community here. You know what I'm saying? And let's not just go for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty tight, huh, Profit? I like it too. I told you. Now, but you gotta remember, when you're streaming on here with your phone, it shows every single thing on the screen, people. It will show your passwords. It will show your notification. The same thing you see, everybody else who's watching is gonna see. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it is. So let's load. You know what, though? I might just go to Google and get me that picture that I wanted of May. Because I do like May. May is cool as shit. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make May look like she is calling me on her cell phone. All right, people, I press images. I go to images. You can just go down, scroll down to the pictures that you want. You know what I'm saying? I got to be careful on what pictures I see here because, it can be kind of difficult not to show certain pictures on here because of YouTube and all the liveness now. A lot of great made cosplays, I tell you that though. I'm looking for a specific picture that I found the other day and I don't know why I don't have it downloaded. That's the weird part. Because I did download the picture. See, these pictures are crazy. There's a lot of crazy pics on here. So I got to be careful how fast I scroll up. Bear with me now. Alright, come on, man. Where are you? See, this is similar to the picture, this one right here. It's really similar, but it's not no fat chick. You know what I'm saying? The picture I want is her sitting on the bed, looking at a picture of me. Which is pretty awesome, if you ask me. So, I'm trying to get to that picture. But I think I gotta put PNG. So when you put PNG, it's a lot better because a lot more stuff comes up. As you can see, you see? But when I put the other term I used yesterday, a lot of pictures that shouldn't be up showed up. So I'm trying not to show some of those pics. Because, we do got kids that watch the stream, and this is YouTube. I'm not trying to get banned. So I think it's coming up soon. Very soon. Alright. Bear with me, people. Whoa, that's not supposed to be there. I hope no one caught that. Like I said, you got to be careful on what you're looking at up on here and what you're looking for, especially live streaming. Especially live streaming. You know what I'm saying, Prof? All right. You know what? I'm just going to put the full description of it with phone. I want a specific picture. That's why I'm taking so long. On bed with phone. There it goes. I got it. Now I go to the review original. It pops up. I hold it down. I save the image. Create new file. I'm going to go back to the photo layer. Going to load up this image. See, bow, it's right there. See? Now I ask you what size you want to do it. Free range, 916, 3.4, 1.1. I use the 1.1 for my avatars. So that way I know exactly the size of the avatar that it's going to be. I'm not going to give too much picture, not too little. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I usually use the free. So I use the free for regular stuff like this. Okay, now here we go. Now, as you can see, I got the choice of the picture up here in the left-hand corner, blinking the purple light. You cannot size the picture after you already picked the size you want. Okay? Now, this is one layer. It's the background layer. You can't shadow it. Over here in the bottom, you see flip, cut, color, shadow, change. You can only pick the 3 that are lit up icons, which is flip to flip the picture. You can flip the picture, or you can color the picture. Different colors. You can blur it. You can sharpen it. You can sepia. You see the sepia? You can do all that. And if you want to like default it, just press the X. You can put more warmth to it. You can put less, make it cold. You know what I'm saying? And you can change the brightness, everything. You can do all that with the color saturation. All that stuff is pretty damn awesome if you ask me. All right, we're going to go a little contrast. Make it look a little more realistic. Put a little warmth to her. Put a little hue on her. The sepia is a little red. I'm going to go for more of a tinted red. And less of a blur. Let's do way less of a blur, because when I add that picture in the background on that phone, it's going to be different. Now, you see, I add photo, right? Now, we're going to be picking a picture of me that I'm going to be putting on her phone. So we're going to go to Gallery on your phone, and you're going to go to... I'm going to go to, I believe it's Facebook where I have that picture. Oh, yes, okay. So I'm trying to put a picture on there. It's best to use a picture with not much going on and something small for a small picture. So I'm just going to pick a picture of me. I'm just going to go for that. See? So this, I can move anywhere on this layer. This is another layer. And you could do a lot more with the second and on layer. Second, third, fourth, fifth, no matter. I think it's up to 10 layers you can have on one picture. If you want more, my suggestion is to save up to a certain point of layers and then add more after. But make sure that when you save it, that's exactly the position you want those pictures in. You want those layers exactly there. If not, you're going to have to redo it when you do add more layers after you save it. So you can take that picture you save and add more layers to it. But you cannot change the layers that are already on it from being saved. Okay, so we're going to make this to where it's on her phone. Now you see this right here in the left corner. This little thing right here in the left corner is like a clock with the 2 hands. It turns it exactly right, 90 degrees every time. You keep pressing it, it'll turn it again another 90. You keep pressing it, turns it 90, back and forth. Now this one is just to turn it. Freehand turn, bottom left blue one. This is to size up the whole thing. From every angle, it'll get bigger. This is to personally do it yourself, to manually make it stretch in height. And this is to manually make it stretch in width. And this one is to do everything. The circle to the right corner, it does it all. As long as you keep your finger on it, it'll do it all pretty much. So I use that one a lot. So I'm going to make it sized up to where it looks like I'm on the phone talking to me. Let's try to size it up a little better. Okay. It's kind of hard when it's really small because I got really big sausage fingers. Alright. See, as you can see, May is talking to me. She's talking to Where's the Beef. I think I'm going to size them up a little more. That's not bad right there, people. As you can see, that is not bad positioning at all. That looks pretty damn good. Now, what I'm going to do with that picture, since it looks a little, it looks better than the rest of it, I'm going to give it a little blur to make it look like it is far, just like the picture. A little blur. Sausage and pancake fingers, yes, sir. So I bring it, see, I sharpen it, but I can less sharpen it to make it look like a blur of a cell phone light. Could change the sepia in it, the hue for the color, the warmth. You don't want it too warm because you want it to look a little more realistic than not. Brighten it up a little bit, change the contrast. Little saturation, less saturation actually. Should I give more? A little less. The brightness is a little bright. That's alright though. Give a little more of a blur. And there we go. So, I mean, that's just a rough version of what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's just a rough version of that. Let's see. Now, if you want to add anything else to it, shit, I could make May look like me, but a lot of viewers out there would not like to see May look like me. Neither will I. So, what we're going to do here is probably just add another layer. You go to Add Photo, press Gallery, go to, I don't know, Downloads. And let's put a Where's the Beef sign on there. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. All right. Don't have one here. Go back. Eraser. Definitely have the Where's the Beef sign here. There it goes. Where's the Beef sign? Now you see that, right? Now remember, if I use the cut button down in the bottom in the middle, I press cut. It'll take the last picture that I got and you can edit it. So you see this extract? I'm not quite sure 100% how to use this just yet because it's more for advanced, but I know how to use everything else so far. I mean, I do know how to use it, but I can't give instructional tutorial just yet. But in auto, you see auto, you move this over here and you can see it'll take it automatically. Whatever you point at, it'll take it away the same exact color. So if you point at a color that's attached to the same color, it'll take it away. But this little button in the corner, see, and also if you bring up the number up from 25 to 45, it'll erase more. Watch. Bingo. See? But I could take it all back. I can undo with the undo button. There's the number 5 right here in the bottom right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See? And it's all back. And you could change the background to dark, to light, so that way you make sure that there's nothing missing. Like I can also do manually erase. I can manually edit by pressing the manual button. And I can size up how big I want the icon to be to erase. So I can get pretty detailed in the erasing. Like let's say I don't want those white lines on Where's the Beef. I can take those away. See? I can take those white lines away. You can get really detailed with this thing, as you can see. White line gone. You know? That's just to show you. Now, if you put it bigger, the ball goes wider. And you can just erase, 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 erase. You don't have to stand there for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want the question mark? You can take the question mark away. I recommend that you lower the size of the circle. I usually use it bigger because I'm used to the program. But lower the size of the circle gives you more in-depth on detailing it. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to put the question mark back on there. This Where's the Beef sign is ready. What you do is you check it by pressing done. And this right here smooths out the edges. So the higher you go in the numbers, you can see the edges kind of disappear a little bit. See, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I usually do a 1 or a 2 just to, just to smooth it out. I don't go really no higher than that unless it's really called for. See, I could just point, put it there, and bow. So Where's the Beef right there on YouTube, kid. And then if I want to, I can also change the color in that as well. Change the color in all that I write on here. Let's go with the same color she's wearing. Let's get it cold in here. That's pretty cool. Look at that. The colors are pretty good. I like the colors of Where's the Beef sign. Pretty impressed myself with that. All right, I close it. Now I go to shadow. I press shadow. See, opacity is basically you can see through the shadow. The more you can see through it. I like it pretty thick. So I'm not going to put I'm going to put it pretty big, the opacities. And the blur, it takes away the blur. You can have a blur shadow, or you can just have like a 3D image shadow, which I like to use a lot. You can offset it left to right. See? You can offset it up and down. Take the blur away completely if you want, as you can see. You could take the blur completely away. Just go up and down with it. I like leaving it like that. Put a tiny bit of blur. I don't like too much blur. I like keeping it nice and, so you can see it, legible. You know what I'm saying? Remember, you can put the shadow as big as small as you want. It doesn't have to be the size that everybody else wants or likes. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, I can add another photo. Let's say an Overwatch photo. I can give May a tattoo if I'd like. Now you see this Overwatch tattoo, I picked it because I like it a lot. I put on a lot of the characters. But that white background has to disappear. Now what I do is I go to cut. I go to auto. And I point at the white. Bow. Gone. As you can see, it's gone. The white is gone. Now I press done. And I'm going to sharpen it at least a 2. Because I want it to look kind of used. I want it to look more like a tattoo. So I'll put it like a 3. How about that? Let's do a 3. Now you see, I can put this right here. Or I could put it right here. I could put it wherever you think a tattoo would look good with a tattoo on. I was thinking about that. But I want the sign to be upright though. I was thinking about having half of it. Well, you see it right there in her back. I can put it to where it looks like she's covered half of it. I can actually take away half that tattoo if I wanted to and just leave a little bit showing if I really wanted to. Or I could put her ass cheek like that and take away the top. But I want to show the whole thing. So I'm going to go with Prophet Next Gen's idea. And I'm going to put it right on her thigh. Positioning is huge when it comes to making your thumbnails. I cannot stress that enough. Positioning is huge. So go for it for as much as you want. You know what I'm saying? Right there looks pretty decent. So we're going to go to color. Trying to make it look more older than what it is. Little fade to it. Little bit of a blur. Trying to blur it up as much as the picture. Put a little warmth, a little cold on it. That's the tint. I don't really mess with the tint. The brightness. Go a little bright on there, a little contrast. A little more orange right there. I think that looks pretty good the way it is right there. I think that looks very decent for it to look like a tattoo. You know what I'm saying? So there, she got that tattoo. We can also add more pictures if you want. Remember, you got up to 10. So, let's see what else we can add here. Remember, I'm just giving you examples. This is just a quick, easy way to do it. And you can cut any picture you want out. You can cut any background you want out anything at all. See, I grab the Overwatch sign. Bingo. I press done. Bring it down a little bit. And you see that little corny Overwatch sign in the corner? That's wax. So I'm going to put this here right over it because it's a much better looking sign. Bow. Look at that. See? She's watching Where's the Beef. Now, let's say you want to add a picture while you already got those set up and you don't want to move those other layers. They're perfectly fine, but you wanted to add a layer. So what you're going to do is I'm going to go to my... here, grab this right here. See how it goes on top of it? You don't have to worry about that. You can easily move that. So what I'm going to see the arrows in the top corner. See the arrows right there? What you're going to do is bring it down right under Where's the Beef, and it'll go directly under it. No problem. You ain't got to change it or nothing. So let's say you want to change the size of the words. Let me change the size of the words right there. And you tap it. One's in the corner that you want to mess with. Instead of having to fumble them, you just tap the icon you want to mess with. So I'm tapping this one, and it'll move it without moving any other icon. Bingo. There you go. May looking for Where's the Beef. Me. Beefy. Ha ha ha. See? That's a quick how do you do. You know what I'm saying on that. Now, as I learn more, I'm going to be giving more tutorials on this. And this is for any aspiring YouTuber who wants to make thumbnails, or if you just want to make a thumbnail for your PlayStation, you know what I'm saying, and just throw it on Share Factory and, you know, throw the dogs out, you know what I'm saying, like show them how it gets done. Look at my thumbnail, people. It's beautiful, you know what I'm saying. You ain't got to, like, you know, spend hours on doing it. Just took me like 10, 15 minutes to do. I'm going to reposition what she's saying. Nah, you know what? I think that's a good position. No, you know what? Yeah, move it a little to the right. I think that's good right there. Kind of liked it better when I first had it. Let me flip it. No, not flip it. Bring it right here. Bow. I think that's way better. There we go. Now I can save it. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to show you what I mean by, you know, putting another layer on top of a saved product. You cannot reposition anything now from this picture. It stays just like this. It stays just like this. You can't move the layers, none of that. I press finish. And of course, this ad always gives me ads. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this app always gives it. You can just skip that. Press X. Now, I load the background back again, right? I load her. And look, as you can see, that's one layer. The whole thing becomes one layer. You cannot mess with anything on it. It's all done. You know what I'm saying? So, but you can add on top of it. So remember, like I said, make sure you got what you want on it. And I'm going to choose the Where's the Beef sign. Going to bring it down a little bit. I really don't want to put it there on top of her little character there. But you know what? This is just an example anyway. Put it there. I save it. And that's pretty much it, people. Remember, you can keep on adding layers. Now I can add 9 more layers on top of that finished product. Because those layers that happened before does not count. Because I'm using that as a background drop. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to do something else with your finished product, like, I don't know, change the background, you can also change the background if you'd like to. So I'm going to load up her image just to give a quick example. I'm going to load up the same image we got, right? Now, I'm going to... Oh, wait, I got to pick a background first. You cannot do that on this one until you pick a background. So, I'm going to pick a colorful background. Let's do this, the rainbow dripping thing. Let's do that, right? Okay, now I add a photo. which is the finished product of her. I get that, correct. It is bigger, yes, but that's okay because you can size it. Now this is what I'm gonna do. You go to cut, and I want to take away all her background instead of what's there. Point and shoot, point and shoot, point and shoot. You can do it the auto way. A lot of times it's not the best way because it'll erase stuff that you don't want erased. But just that's what the undo button's for. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of this, like, let's do manual, because a lot of it I can just erase. Oh, wait, can't do that. Let's make it a little bigger. I make the picture smaller as I make the circle bigger. So that way, remember, if you want to get the background out, it's always easier to take the background out before you do any of this. Before you start layering, you can just pick a picture you want, cut out the background, you know. This is just a quick tutorial. The details and stuff is all up to you guys and girls, whatever you want to do with it, whatever you consider detail, you can do it with this. You know, I'm just going to give you a rough look on it. Remember, you can always undo what you don't want done. Now remember, this is just real quick to show you guys. This ain't nothing that I'm going to be proud of afterwards or nothing like that. This is just a real quick to show you how to do this. Now, I'm done, right? Just to show you. It's not completely done, but it's just to show you. The more you put 5 to smooth the edges, the more edges it'll take away. Now you see the background's gone. Most of it. And I can put that there if I want. Can make it bigger, smaller, no matter what. I can save it just like that, and it'll save it just like that. Whatever you have within the rectangular box lines, it'll save it. So bow. You can see, look, yeah, not too bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, all the edges and stuff, you know, got to redo and just do it over. But you see the rough version of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's already called.
Yep, coming now.
Yeah, I was just letting you know because the bitch was rushing me off the phone, and so they have to go to the store first so you can get change for Jaden's bill. Okay.
That's fine. Okay, I'm about to start getting dressed.
Okay.
Okay, well, people, finish right on time. Duty calls. Fatherhood first. You know what I'm saying? So this is Where's the Beef on YouTube. Thank you, Prophet Next Gen, and everybody else out there. Samurai Evil himself right there. Stay tuned for his channel. It's blooming. You know what I'm saying? So everybody out there, thanks a lot. You straight. You know what I'm saying? So holla at your boy. Make sure you subscribe. $60 giveaway today. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what's going on. All right? Holla at your boy, man. Thanks for tuning in to Where's the Beef. I really appreciate it.